the Los Angeles Dodgers have once again found themselves at the center of a storyline that mixes brilliance, controversy, and questions about how one of baseball's richest franchises handles its young stars. The headline isn't about Shohei Ohtani's home runs, Mookie Betts' defense, or Freddie Freeman's reliability at first base. Instead, the spotlight has shifted to a $6 million decision that may end up shaping the Dodgers' bullpen for the rest of the season, and in turn, raising uncomfortable questions about the way the organization has handled one of its most exciting rookies. For years, the Dodgers have been known as a team that spends big but also develops talent at an elite level. They are as much a machine for producing household names as they are for signing them. Yet sometimes, the blending of those two philosophies, development and big spending, creates tension. And now, with their bullpen in the spotlight, fans are asking whether the Dodgers made the right call investing millions into a bullpen reshuffle while seemingly mishandling the emergence of their rookie pitcher who could have been the answer all along. The number that has fans buzzing is $6 million. That's the amount the Dodgers committed to restructuring their bullpen in the early part of the season. It was supposed to be a reinvention, a financial push to stabilize one of the most unpredictable aspects of any ball club. Relief pitching is, by its nature, volatile. Even the best arms can fluctuate from elite one year to unreliable the next. But when a team pours in this kind of money, the expectation is clear: results, dominance, and reliability. Yet here we are, not too deep into the season, with questions swirling about whether this investment was necessary at all, given the talent the Dodgers already had sitting in their system. At the center of this discussion is a rookie who has taken the baseball world by storm in flashes but has not been given the consistent chance many believe he deserves. He represents not just promise but the kind of electric excitement that Dodgers fans crave. A pitcher who, despite limited opportunities, has shown glimpses of being able to get big league hitters out with ease, poise, and a sense of fearlessness. The issue? Instead of leaning into that momentum, the Dodgers chose to double down on money and veterans, essentially crowding the bullpen and limiting opportunities for their rookie sensation. It's not the first time the Dodgers have been criticized for their handling of young players. Over the years, fans have grown used to the team's deliberate approach, often preferring to slow play a prospect's rise, carefully limiting innings, appearances, and responsibilities. On paper, it's about protecting the future. But in practice, especially when millions of dollars are being spent elsewhere, it creates frustration. Fans want to see the spark, the raw energy, and sometimes the reckless joy of rookies who haven't yet been shaped by the grind of the majors. And this year, that desire has clashed with the reality of how the Dodgers have structured their bullpen. Think about what $6 million really means for a franchise like the Dodgers. For smaller market teams, it's a fortune that could decide whether they can keep a star or not. For the Dodgers, it's a modest investment, the kind they can make without blinking. But just because they can spend it doesn't mean they always should. That's the root of the criticism here. Was this money necessary when a rookie with electric stuff was waiting for his chance to shine? Did this financial reinvention inadvertently block the natural growth of a player who could have been the bullpen's most important weapon? The Dodgers front office would argue that this was about depth. In their mind, you can never have too many arms, especially when the team's expectations are championship or bust every single year. A $6 million bullpen retool gives Dave Roberts options. It gives him the ability to mix and match, to lean on veterans with experience, and to avoid overexposing a rookie too early. But critics see it differently. They see a team that talks about trusting young talent but always reverts to spending their way out of a problem. They see a rookie who could be giving fans a reason to pack the stadium every time he warms up, instead relegated to the background, waiting for a role that seems forever delayed. What makes this story sting even more for fans is the rookie's performance so far. When given chances, he hasn't just survived, he's thrived. His strikeouts per 9 innings are impressive. His poise in high-leverage situations, rare for someone so young, stands out. He's shown a confidence that suggests he belongs at this level and that with more reps, he could grow into a dominant force. Every pitch he throws feels like a promise of what's to come. Yet the Dodgers, by restructuring the bullpen around a $6 million expenditure, have essentially sent the message that he's not ready to carry the load. That decision feels less like strategy and more like mismanagement to many fans and analysts. The conversation becomes even more complicated when you consider the Dodgers' history. They've had rookies who came in and immediately made an impact, sometimes against the cautious instincts of the front office. Remember Walker Buehler bursting onto the scene, immediately becoming a postseason weapon? Or Julio Urias, who was brought up at just 19 and eventually became the hero of the 2020 World Series. The Dodgers know the power of young arms, yet they also know the risk of burning them out too quickly. That tension is always there. But in this case, the rookie in question looks ready, and fans don't see the value in burying him under the weight of a $6 million bullpen patchwork. Fans also see the bigger picture. They see the way this team spends billions on stars like Ohtani and Betts, tens of millions on established arms, and now millions more on bullpen reshuffling. They see the Dodgers operate like a powerhouse, but they also see moments where the front office's conservatism with rookies feels unnecessary. Why pour $6 million into relievers who may or may not be consistent when you've already got the excitement, the energy, and possibly the performance sitting in your clubhouse? Why not trust the rookie and let him grow into the role naturally? As the season progresses, this storyline isn't going away. Every blown save, every late-inning collapse, every moment where the bullpen fails, will be linked back to this decision. Fans will point out that the rookie could have been the answer. Every time the rookie dominates in limited opportunities, fans will point to the mismanagement. The pressure is building, and it will only get louder as the Dodgers chase another postseason run. One of the fascinating aspects of this discussion is how it reflects broader trends in baseball. The Dodgers aren't the only team grappling with this balance. Across the league, front offices wrestle with how to spend money while also nurturing young talent. Some lean heavily on rookies, letting them learn on the fly. Others, like the Dodgers, often prefer the safety net of veteran depth. There's no one right answer, but when $6 million is tied to the bullpen while a rookie star sits in the shadows, the optics are hard to ignore. For the rookie himself, the situation is bittersweet. On one hand, he's living his dream, wearing Dodger blue, contributing to one of the most iconic franchises in sports. On the other, he knows he has more to give. Athletes thrive on rhythm, consistency, and trust. When you're pulled in and out of situations, never fully given the green light, it messes with that rhythm. And for a rookie, confidence is everything. Fans worry that by limiting his role, the Dodgers risk stalling his development, creating frustration where there should be excitement. Meanwhile, the $6 million bullpen additions have been a mixed bag. Some nights they look solid, shutting down opposing hitters with authority. Other nights, they look shaky, raising doubts about whether the money was well spent. That inconsistency fuels the debate even more. When the veterans struggle and the rookie shines, the contrast is glaring. It's almost as if the Dodgers are paying for security they don't actually have, while the real security, the electric young arm, is sitting there underused. The media has not missed this story either. Analysts on national broadcasts and local LA sports radio have begun to raise the same questions fans are shouting about online. Why invest this money when the rookie looks like he could handle a bigger role? Why block his path? Is this really about protecting him, or is it about the Dodgers' obsession with control and predictability? The more the rookie impresses in his limited chances, the harder these questions become to answer. Of course, the Dodgers have their defenders. There are voices who argue that the front office knows what it's doing, that $6 million is pocket change for this franchise, and that the rookie will eventually get his moment. They point out that innings limits and cautious handling are part of a long-term strategy. They argue that burning out a rookie too soon could have consequences far worse than a wasted financial investment. And they remind everyone that the Dodgers have made these kinds of moves before and still found themselves deep in October year after year. But baseball isn't just about strategy and logic, it's about emotion, about storylines, about fans connecting to players. And right now, the emotional connection is with the rookie. Fans want him out there. They want to cheer him on. They want to believe that the Dodgers, a team known for their mix of money and development, can get this one right. That's why this story matters. It's not just about $6 million, it's about trust, timing, and the feeling that maybe, just maybe, the Dodgers are missing out on something special because they can't resist trying to buy stability instead of embracing it when it's already in their hands. So as the Dodgers march through the season, every bullpen appearance will be watched with a little extra scrutiny. Every time the $6 million investment falters, the whispers about mismanagement will grow louder. Every time the rookie dazzles, the frustration will build. This is the drama of baseball, the tension that makes fans tune in night after night. The Dodgers may have tried to reinvent their bullpen with money, but in doing so, they may have inadvertently revealed a flaw in their approach to handling their most exciting rookie. And here's the kicker, this story is still being written. The rookie's role can change. The bullpen can stabilize. The front office can adjust. Baseball is a long season, full of twists, injuries, surprises, and comebacks. But the early signs have already revealed the cracks, and they've already given fans a reason to question whether the Dodgers' $6 million bullpen reinvention was truly about winning or whether it was, in fact, a sign of early mismanagement that could come back to haunt them when the games matter most. So, Dodgers fans, the question now becomes yours to answer. Should the team trust their rookie and give him the stage he deserves? Or will the $6 million safety net continue to take priority, even if it means dimming the spark of LA's most exciting young arm? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear, the story is far from over, and every pitch from here on out will feel like part of this unfolding drama. And as always, if you're a true Dodgers fan, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a breakdown of the stories that matter most to the Blue faithful. This season is already shaping up to be unforgettable, and we'll be here with you every step of the way.